Leaving the waterfalls behind, this week we went to hike the Black Mountains. We parked for a night just outside Hay and woke up with these absolute gorgeous views. This is the first time we've wild camped on a mountainside. We woke up to find loads of sheep had actually sheltered around the van because it was quite a windy night. At the time of filming, the restrictions in Wales had pretty much been lifted. Everything was almost back to normal. The children were back at school and almost all shops were back open. The hike we set out to do was 14 miles in total and took in some of the biggest climbs in the area. We are using John and Anne Nuttall's book, The Mountains of England and Wales, as a guide in order to help us hike some of the peaks in the UK. It was very cold as we headed off, but we soon started shedding layers as we began to climb. Because we were right on the border, the views were absolutely spectacular. You could see for absolutely miles. We decided to run the more trail sections and only hike the steeper parts. There were so many sheep and wild horses on the route. It was so nice just to be in the middle of nature. It was a pleasant change from being in the busy cities and worrying about what is going on in the world. When we reached what we thought was the highest point and about halfway through the hike, we decided to break for lunch. Luckily Sam had made some gorgeous vegetable wraps and we'd saved a bit of Bourneville as a little treat. After lunch it had actually warmed up quite a bit. We made our way to the reservoir and then turned to head back towards the van. It was so great to see so many wild horses on the mountains. Most of them were tucked away in the shrubbery, but we did get a bit closer to some later on in the hike. Thank you so much for joining us on our little adventure. This hike was so enjoyable to do, so much fun, and so much wildlife to see. I can't wait to show you some more of our adventures. But for now, I've got to hit the road. See you next time.